Hey, good evening, everyone. And wherever you're tuning in from, Nigeria, Europe, the US, welcome to Spaces with Kalu. That's me. My name is Kalu Aja. It's my pleasure to have you on here tonight. So, on the Spaces, we always talk money, the economy, and of course, personal finance, and we always like to do these topics towards you. Like, how does this affect you? That's the whole point. When we talk here, we do talk finance, but we want to make it personal for you. How does it affect you? So today we have a topic, guys, and it's a very, very simple topic. Of course, the topic is there to make us, expand discussion. It's Nigeria broke? Very simple question. You're going to come up and you're going to tell me yes or no, and we're going to talk around this. But it's always a good idea to explain, right, our terms. And just to give you guys background where we're coming from, I'm not going to bore you with the numbers. If you guys have been following the news, you would have seen the numbers already. When we say a person is broke, what do we mean? You guys have been broke before. I've been broke before. I have income, I have a job, but for this particular time, man, I don't have it. I don't have the means to just pay for my lunch or to buy gas in my car. So I'm broke. It does not mean I don't earn income. It doesn't mean I don't have money in the bank, but my liabilities, what I owe, exceeds my assets, what I earn. So I'm broke at the moment in time that I speak. It could be broke for many reasons. It could be I didn't earn enough. It could also be that I spent too much. But what it terms to is this: I cannot meet my obligations that have come true. This is the place where we are in Nigeria. Nigeria is technically broke. And I mean, technically, it's trying to be us trying to be polite. The numbers are there, and it says that as of the first quarter 2022, so January, February, March, I guess April, right? The total amount of revenues that Nigeria earned cannot pay the debts. Or should we put it this way? All the revenue Nigeria earned are just going to pay back debt. So there's no revenues for salaries. There are no revenues to do roads. There are no revenues to do anything else apart from pay back the debt. So you're going to ask, so how are we going to pay back salaries? Well, we are going to borrow more. So this is the kicker to this story, that Nigeria has over borrowed and overspent, that we now are at a situation where the total revenues we make, remember, we're an oil producing nation and crude oil is at the highest price. It's been so for about 24 months. Yet Nigeria has overborrowed, that the amount of money we have to use to repay, i.e., service the debt, it's now exceeding the total revenues that we make. It's unbelievable, guys. You can't make this up. You know that they always tell us our GDP, which is our output to debt, is very low. They say it's about 30%. And I always say that means nothing. GDP does not pay back debt. Revenues pay back debt. Now those revenues have come due, and we are staring at the numbers in front of us. We do not have the money. But let's take the discussion further. How does it affect you listening? Who do you think is going to pay back the debt? You are. You listening, if you live in Nigeria, or you have parents living in Nigeria, or brothers, or you have a business in Nigeria, you are going to pay back this debt. How? When the government borrows, is the same thing as the government increasing your taxes. Borrowings are the government increasing your taxes through other means. No bank will borrow a government money if the government cannot tax or increase taxes to pay back. Hence, you see in Nigeria lots of new taxes: tax on telecom, tax on Google, tax VAT going up. These are all taxes to pay back the debt. The subsidy, that word subsidy, there is nothing like subsidy. You are essentially paying a tax on the inefficiency of the NNPC and the Federation to refine crude oil that is in the ground in Nigeria and give to you at a price that is cheaper than the entire world would pay that do not have crude oil. There is no subsidy, guys. You are paying a tax for the inefficiency of your own government. That's what's going on, guys. So we're not going to talk numbers, 22 million. No, we all know the story. The story is this: your nation is broke, and you listening today are going to pay. I always say this, guys, the problem is not revenues. The problem is spending. If you give Nigeria $1 trillion this afternoon, I guarantee you before night follows day, half of that money is going to go towards paying subsidy. Then we're going to give that minister that one that shares money to poor people, we're going to give her like 200 billion to feed people and to give money to poor people. Then of course, NAS is going to come and increase their allowances. It's not revenues, folks. It's spending. We have overspent. All right, guys, I'm done. Enough for me. The floor is open for you guys. I have the data. Let's talk about it. I've got Vasni. Vasni, that's I don't know. I can't say this. Vasni, hey, on mute. What's on your mind? Do you agree with Nigeria is broke? I mean, that's a technical question. Nigeria is broke.
But... Yeah, good evening, Carlos. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Vasni. Where are you calling from?
Thanks for being on this space. I've been out there running, trying to coordinate. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Go for it, Vasni.
Yeah, I've been out here trying to coordinate PVC registration.
Oh, that is beautiful. So, where are you calling from? Vasni, can you hear me?
For some reasons, I'd like to repeat that. Yes, I can hear you. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to stop you. Go ahead.
Okay, I said for reasons, for security reasons, I'd like to keep where I'm calling from.
That's fine.
But it's from the south state, one of the south states, right?
You're fine.
So we're coordinating PVC registration. Today, this is the second time I'm doing that this period. And I must say the electric current is out there. Young people are waiting in queues, waiting time, trying to get their PVC and all that. And it's really a great experience.
Excellent. Thank you for doing that.
Okay. Then, as for the topic today, first, I also say thank you for always informing us about the facts, I'll call it, the financial fact. I've been following you for a while. My account looks recent because I was in a space and somebody said new accounts are bought accounts, blah, blah. No, my account is looking recent because I lost an account. I lost my 2 accounts on one of the popular spaces where comments were made that were not, that was in support of the host. So somehow I lost my account. I don't know how that happened. Twitter just took me out. So I had to create this one. But I've been on Twitter for more than 5-6 years now. So yeah, it's not a new account. On the topic, hello guys. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. If Nigeria broke, yes, Nigeria is broke. I was shocked when the current minister came to, I think it was Arise or Channels, I'm not sure. And she was so boastful that Nigeria has not the ability to borrow. And she quoted this debt to GDP ratio thing. And I was like, come on.
That's
when you compare that statement, yeah, from where we are coming from, the Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala days, Ngozi Okonjo was so, when it comes to debt, she was so practical about it. She doesn't want to hear it. In fact, I think there was a ratio created by Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala era where states were not allowed to borrow if they surpass their, I think it was a matrix she developed, debt to allocation matrix. So if your debt as a state is above your yearly allocation, that you get statutory allocation, if you get to a certain threshold, I think it was 4 or 5, I'm not sure what the percentage was, they knock you up. Then the then governor of Edo State, Oshomole, and the then governor of Osun State, Aregbesola. It was reported that in a meeting, in an economic meeting, they literally, physically wanted to attack the woman, right? It took the intervention of the presiding president, vice president, Namadi Sambo, to caution the governors that in my presence, you are acting like this. You want to attack this woman in my presence? It was a messy issue. So I am shocked that this government, after all the drama that we've had with debt, took us back to debt.
Yeah.
And the minister is telling us that we've not exceeded the threshold for debt, meaning that Nigeria can go on borrowing.
It's crazy, man.
And as you rightly pointed out, the more you borrow, taxes has to go up.
Yeah.
SMS tax. I'm